Hello, wonderful people of YouTube land. Lumpy Ice Cream here. Today, we're going to be looking at a film from 1995, and that is Batman Forever. I know a lot of people are expecting this to probably be a rant, but it's not going to be a full-on rant. Yeah, guys, I hate to admit it, but I kind of have a soft spot for this movie, and we'll get to that when we get to my As a Kid section. Which I'll probably rename by the next episode. But I don't love the movie by any means. Don't get me wrong, it's a bad movie. But is it unwatchable? No, it's not. In fact, I would say, for me personally, the only unwatchable Batman film is Batman Begins. Batman and Robin is terrible. Don't get me wrong, but it's always fun to just put that on and wonder where the fuck they went wrong with it. As opposed to let me just defend myself, considering I'm not going to be doing a review of Batman Begins. I simply can't remember any of it. It's completely forgettable. It killed my Batman marathon. It did. I was watching all the Batman movies, and then I got to Batman Begins, and I'm like, I am sick of this shit. I wasn't even marathoning them all at once. It was basically the Order of the Phoenix to the Batman marathon. Because Order of the Phoenix killed my Harry Potter marathon that I was having over a few days. And yeah, but that's that out of the way. So our plot for Batman Forever. Where to fucking start with this thing? We got Two-Face running amok, who's now turned into a white guy. I don't know what's going on there. Batman has turned into Val Kilmer. Don't know. No, I know what happened there. But yeah. I don't like that Tommy Lee Jones comes in to replace Billy D. Williams. I don't know if they were just all like, yeah, I don't think Billy D can do this. Let's get someone, I don't know. Should we get a black guy? No! No, let's completely go white. Come on. Anyway. But yeah, so Two-Face is running amok. Then we get Edward Nygma doing his shit. And then he becomes the Riddler. Then they pair up and wreak havoc together. That's all I'm going to get into with the plot, guys. But I'm going to tell you, it's not that good a plot. Just, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you with the plot. The plot gets a 7. It's not the worst plot out there. In fact, I can't even think of really many things wrong with the overall plot of the movie. Yeah, so it gets a 7, but it's not the best plot in the world. So yeah. Moving on to our cast and characters, and basically, with a few exceptions, everyone is completely new. We get Val Kilmer replacing Michael Keaton. And in all honesty, Val Kilmer does a pretty good job. He is one of the rare circumstances, in my opinion, who nails both Bruce Wayne and Batman. They are both really good. His portrayal of both of them are fantastic. Plus, he has the kind of superhero physique in the face, if you were. He's just one of those people who his face suits the cowl fantastically well. So, yeah. He does a really good job with what he's given. The costume? I know Joel Schumacher's thing was he was going for, you know, Greek statuesque kind of costumes, and it just didn't really work. And then the prototype suit at the fucking end is... Oh, it's god-awful. I don't think that one has the nipples, though, so... But the costume is your standard Batman fare for the movies, you know, all black with the yellow symbol and the belt. But yeah, the bat nipples can fuck off and die in a pit with Chris O'Donnell's Robin. Anyway, and basically Tommy Lee Jones's Harvey Dent. which we'll get into right now. Tommy Lee Jones is the Joker 2.0. Joel Schumacher did not understand anything about the character of Two-Face or the studio, whoever was involved in turning him into the Joker. Tommy Lee Jones turns in an over-the-top performance, possibly one of the worst of his career. It's just god-awful. The makeup is awful. The suit is god-awful. And it's sad, because Two-Face is, like, potentially one of my... he'd probably be at the top of my favorite. For actually, ironically enough, he is probably my second favorite Batman villain. Right behind the Joker. I'm a big fan of the Joker. They fluctuate. Sometimes I'm a bigger Joker fan. Sometimes I'm a Two-Face fan, which does turn out well in the Dark Knight's favor. So yeah, but this is just... This pains me, this portrayal, and it's, in many ways, it's awful. I was going to say in many ways it's worse than Batman and Robin, but I can't say that because it does the same thing, but to basically every character. He's just terrible. That's all I can really say about Harvey Dent / Two-Face in this movie. He's fucking horrible. They neutered the character. They just got him completely wrong. And now, let's move on to Jim Carrey as Edward Nygma / the Riddler. They got him wrong too. Yes, he's a crazy character, and his portrayal is better than Two-Face's, but that's because the Riddler by nature is a more nutty character than Two-Face, I guess, in terms of he's really wacky and out there. But he's not this wacky, he's not out there. He tells very few riddles throughout the movie. He's just kind of throwing bombs around everywhere and you know, occasionally sends the odd riddle Bruce's way, but it's horrible. It's crap. Just no. Yeah, let's just move along. I mean, Jim Carrey does... What was with the pink hair? God, that was fucking awful as well. The pink hair. Even on Two-Face. Two-Face is fucking burnt inside. Apparently, if you get acid thrown on your face, you get pink hair. I know they couldn't do anything too gruesome because it's a kids' movie. But yeah, it's... What's with the pink hair? And even with Riddler, it's shit. It's crap. Plus... Correct me if I'm wrong, but his hair changes shape. Like, when his Edward Nygma... I know when his Edward Nygma earlier in the movie, he's got really long hair, then he cuts it, then... Does he dye it? Does he spray it? What's going on there? That looks too good a job for spray. But then, we see him later on, and he's got his regular hair, but it even looks different. It's not the weird, spiky, short... cut thing that it is when he's Riddler. It's kind of just normal Jim Carrey hair. It's shit. I don't get it. Is it a wig? I don't know. Anyway, we get Nicole Kidman as generic love interest Dr. Chase Meridian. She does a okay job with what she's given. Then we get Chris O'Donnell as Dick Grayson / Robin. Nightwing is like my favorite DC character, and no. I mean, Chris O'Donnell he does okay acting wise. He's not terrible by any means, but yeah, I just think they should have probably went for someone different to play Robin. I don't know. I mean, I understand that they couldn't get like a kid because, you know, acting with children, especially when they have to do various things, as dangerous as being Robin would be. I can understand that from a certain angle, but yeah, I don't know how old he was when he took the role, but whatever. We get Michael Gough returning as Alfred Pennyworth, turning in an absolutely fantastic performance as always. We get Pat Hingle as Commissioner Gordon, turning in a disappointing performance as always. Drew Barrymore as Sugar and Debbie Mazar as Spice, who are Two-Face's hookers. I know they're not hookers because I guess they just choose to be in his presence for whatever reason. It's bullshit. It's fucking horrible. And then there's that one god awful fucking scene where they're like showing they've cooked him for dinner, and I'm like, no, just this is taking it way too far. And yeah, and then we just get whatever from after that. It's your standard bullshit. The cast and characters I'm giving a 5, and honestly that 5 is just coming from Val Kilmer, who turns in the best performance of the movie as Batman, and even then Batman doesn't play that big a part in this movie. It's more of a Bruce Wayne movie, if I can be honest. We deal a little more with his psyche, which is always good to see. So yeah, I'm giving the cast and characters a 5. The tone of the movie, I'm just dropping it down a little bit. Oh shit. Hold on. On the cuff, yeah. So yeah, the tone. It's not quite Batman and Robin yet. It's a weird mishmash of the Burton movies and Batman and Robin. The tone's still fairly dark, like that imagery of the bat flying towards the camera. That's quite a dark kind of shot, as well as the little flashes we get of Bruce at the funeral or something. I can't remember if it's like just in his mind or if it actually happened. That's quite dark imagery as well. Plus, like the little doll that Chase gives to Bruce, now it's split down the middle. I really like that kind of reference, alluding, I guess, to Two-Face as well as Bruce. Although I'm also Bruce. And really, it's just the stuff centering around Bruce that I enjoy in this movie. Because everything else we have here is horse shit. It really, really is. The beginning bit with Dick Grayson's family dying, that's really, I'm glad they didn't stray, too far from that. I understand that, with the cinematic thing, they have Two-Face do that, whereas I believe it wasn't even a villain who does it in the comics. It's just some random thug guys. So, yeah. Oh, the costumes. The fucking Robin's costume is bullshit. How he's got the fucking, like, Robin R right in the middle. I hate fucking logos on masks. I just do. I think that's the only circumstance. But Robin's costume is kind of... Oh, sorry, I just thought of one of the worst fucking lines I've ever heard in a superhero movie. Holy rusted metal, Batman. And it's literal fucking metal that is rusted with a hole in it. It's holy... It's bullshit. It's a bullshit line. It's like, can you not... I mean, I get that you're trying to pay an homage, but just don't. Please don't. No, it's a fucking stupid line. It's a horrible, horrible line. But yeah. The tone, it's just... I'm gonna bump the tone up. I did put it down, but I'm gonna bump it up again. But I'll bump the cast and characters down to a 4. The tone is a 5, so yeah. Overall, it's a 16 out of a possible 30, so just over half marks. Again, it's not a terrible movie. I think there are positives to it, but... And out of a 10, I'll give it a 5. I'll give it half marks. Again, that's mainly just coming from Val Kilmer and the Bruce Wayne side. It's a really good Bruce Wayne movie. The problem is we have to deal with all the other bullshit. So yeah, guys, I thank you all for joining me for this as a kid. Now, the reason I have a soft spot for this movie is because it was the first ever Batman movie I watched. This was my first exposure to live-action Batman. And so it stuck with me as a kid for that. And I did love the movie as a child. In fact, I remember getting so upset when the disc got scratched and it would continuously fuck up. And I was just so mad because I just wanted to watch the movie. Obviously, I've grown up and I've been all like... for a while, I fucking could not stand it. I'm like, I don't want to watch it again. It's horrible. But then I watched it and I'm like, okay, it's not as bad as what I presumed it was. But yeah. It is still pretty... It's half good, half bad in my opinion. Just because Bruce Wayne's psyche kind of thing going on. That's cool. But yeah, guys, let me know what you thought of Batman Forever. Did you like this video? If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that cool shit. And, yeah. Oh, God. I'm not sure if there's another superhero movie between this and Batman and Robin, but I think Batman and Robin's next, so get tuned in for a probably really long rant. Anyway, guys, I thank each and every one of you for watching. I've been Lumpy Ice Cream. You've been the wonderful people of YouTube land. Take care. Until next time. Bye.